There's so much that 2019 offers that I'm both looking forward to and dreading. And today I'm going over that in list form, what I'm looking forward to in order of hype and expectations.
What's up, New York? I can't wait for you guys to see my new show on DC Universe.
Honestly, when doing this list, it came across my plate that there's going to be a Harley Quinn-centric TV show slated for release in 2019. Not too much is known about it besides Tara Strong not reprising her role, Powerpuff Girl style. Instead, that award going to Miss Brandy herself, Kaylee Cuoco. The adventure follows her after a split with the Joker, and appears to be getting 26 episodes. We got to see a sneak peek revolving around what the show's writing style is going to be, and from when I tweeted about it, it appeared to follow a very meta in-your-face style that Deadpool generally does. I hope it comes across well without trying too hard to be cool, because Harley Quinn definitely catapulted into the mainstream recently. Not going to say that her character or many similar weren't popular before, but there's clearly a league for Batman, Spider-Man, the Avengers, and the like, and then everyone else when it comes to casual audiences. The only reason why this entry is so low is because it's going to be on the DC Universe streaming service, which fine, I respect the hustle of trying to get your properties under your own network, but that's another network people are going to have to get among Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, YouTube, cable, and Oaxis. Never forget Oaxis.
Oh, is that the logo? I like it.
You're gonna hate it.
The last Disney show I was super excited for was DuckTales back in May of last year, and so far it has yet to disappoint. But these two shows here appear to want to keep Disney in the running for a great source of TV animation. Yes, we continue with a tie, with the two Disney shows, Amphibia and The Owl House. The former show, Amphibia, is a comedy/fantasy show developed by former storyboard artist for Gravity Falls, Matt Bradley. The series surrounds a young girl magically transported into this world inhabited by frogs called Amphibia, and chronicles her adventure into becoming a true hero. The creator is currently also the director of Big City Greens, another show on Disney that didn't really interest me, but I hope to be severely wrong when I get around to it. The intro for this show is Release, and there's a lot of potential there, as well as similarities with Gravity Falls, including that murky nature look contrasted against neon. The show is slated for release in March later this year. The other show in this tie is The Owl House. That show also created by a staff member of Gravity Falls and now director for the DuckTales reboot, Dana Terrence. The show is described as a horror comedy series that follows a teenage girl as she stumbles upon a demon realm and befriends creatures that make her new reality less unsettling, and pursues her dream of becoming a witch despite not having any magical abilities. The show is being written by Molly Ostertag, creator of the webcomic Strong Female Protagonist, so yeah, 2019, looking forward to it. So I was alerted to a show that's not on Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, or Netflix while reading the replies on Twitter to a question similar to what this video is about. Long Gone Gulch. Really hope I'm saying that correctly. In the year of crowdfunding campaigns revolving around animation that gained notoriety, this Kickstarter accomplished a feat far beyond its goal, with a trailer made that got me interested in the show. What made me put this above the other show is exactly how they worded why this show is being made. We don't see many Western cartoons that aren't just a parody of Western movies. Have we not seen a quote human character in a fantasy world and trying to adjust show, or another teenager fantasy series within the past decade alone? Combined with the trailer, it gave me some reassurance that the series wants to challenge the norm that we've been getting with quite a few shows. Considering that it reached well beyond its goal, it is pretty much confirmed to be out. Now, according to the Kickstarter page, we should expect something 5 to 8 weeks after launch, which if my math is correct, this means we should expect something this year. I wish I could have gotten around to supporting this when the time was there, because these guys have worked on shows like Motor City, the Mickey Mouse shorts, and Rick and Morty. And also bear in mind, this is just a cartoon pilot, not a series, but there's no predicting the future.
So, instead of telling you how great I think you are, well...
Yes!
The Loud House exploded in popularity to the point where, like Henry Danger, they are creating a spin-off series to capitalize on the popularity. Like I mentioned in my Nick in 2018 video, the spin-off is based on Ronnie Ann / Bobby's family, the Casas Grandes. According to Deadline, in the new series, Ronnie Ann makes new friends, builds stronger bonds with her relatives, and explores the endless possibilities of city life. Bobby helps Grandpa Hector run the family's corner store and becomes familiar with the neighborhood's quirky characters. The show appears to be keeping the same art style, as well as personalities of the characters roughly the same. Nickelodeon ordered 20 episodes boldly to air sometime in the middle of 2019. I think it will do fine, and I hope the Loud House continues to do well alongside this. I wonder if this means we're gonna have a Loud House universe.
How dare you kiss me at Jean Juan's French Mex buffet? You are rude and gross and totally annoying. I'd rather lick the bathroom floor than kiss you.
Now consider this a 8.5, but I also tacked on the Loud House movie. We don't know much about this project except the fact that it is confirmed, but it looks like they're just trying to repeat history and make sure this cartoon is their future SpongeBob. I've covered the show twice, and I hope to cover the new show when it comes out.
Fellas?
Yeah?
I don't think we're in the 90s anymore.
Keeping on the topic of Nickelodeon, it has done a pretty good job of acknowledging the past, and they have been quite serious with bringing back older properties to new eyes. Case in point, the Hey Arnold Jungle movie, which a lot of people seem to enjoy. Nickelodeon has since announced 2 shows tied for number 7, Rocko's Modern Life, Static Cling, and Invader Zim Enter the Florpus. If you haven't heard, Rocko's Modern Life is coming back for one time only in this special Static Cling. It revolves around Rocko having a much more modern life and adjusting, which doesn't seem too detached from what the show already was. The show originally was about Rocko trying to survive and adjust as an adult, just now it's going to be in a post-90s world. Now this could go terribly wrong because internet memes and the way corporations seem to know nearly nothing about how anything works nowadays, but considering the fallout of the Hey Arnold movie, I'm still pretty pumped. Now for Invader Zim Enter the Florpus, I did talk about this in depth in this video right here, but it was shelved for either 2018 or 2019. And considering how animation works, I should have seen it going into this year. I'm excited for where this movie will go, but I don't think either movie will springboard a revival season. I'm not saying I wouldn't reboot Rocko's Modern Life for Invader Zim, but I am saying even for that to be on the table, both of these specials have to do huge numbers, which I doubt.
How's my boy doing?
Great. Dad? That's unsettling.
The new Imperium T3 cruiser will bridge us to the next galaxy, and the countdown has begun. 10.
Hey, you want to watch the launch outside?
9.
You bet.
Final Space is up there for one of my favorite first seasons. There isn't a single episode in that season I didn't like. I did talk about it on Castoon, but I really want to do a dedicated video on it someday. Final Space is a sci-fi comedy show created by Olin Rogers for TBS. I don't know that many shows that capture such a fantastic atmosphere with such a selfish character, but also manage to be both funny and sad at the same time. I enjoy the piano composition, and Mooncake is one of the best characters in the show, and I thought the first season told such a great story. In fact, I'll even go further. I thought the first season told such a great story that even if this was it, and there were no more seasons coming after this, it went out on a high note. Fortunately, we are getting a season 2, and that should be coming out later this year, and if you haven't seen the show, I recommend it more than breathing. Go check it out.
Let's give everybody what they really want to see. Titans, go!
I don't think anyone expected the Teen Titans Go movie to be so well received. Some thought it would be good, some thought it would be bad, I thought it would be okay, but never in a million years would I think that nearly everyone would come together and appreciate the movie. The only people on the internet that I didn't see enjoy the movie are the same people who appear to whine about other superhero movies and can't be satisfied with anything, even if you essentially slapped a new poster design on one of the original movies and just re-showed it. Not all, but that was a common trend. I want to make that super clear. Towards the end of the movie, we got a teaser scene of the original Teen Titans, hinting that the team is working on something that isn't just a reboot. Once the movie came out for digital release, the new talk of the internet surrounded a special named Teen Titans vs. Teen Titans Go, where it was heavily rumored that we're going to get the original Teen Titans art style and personality. The thing with that though is that the Teen Titans Go movie, and where everything lines up, Teen Titans Go is in its 5th season, which should finish sometime in 2019, but Teen Titans ended in its 5th season as well. There are tons of theories about this, if this is going to switch into the last season of Teen Titans, or if this special is going to be the last of both, and honestly that has me super excited about it coming out later this year.
This is gonna be good!
Now for this to be number 4, especially considering what we already talked about, and what's left to reveal, I have a good reason why Elliott from Earth is so high up. Well, that is because the same team that's currently working on Elliott from Earth is the same team working on The Amazing World of Gumball, which is my favorite show airing today. I have high hopes that the team won't miss the mark with this show, even if it doesn't take that snarky, smart comedy aspect from Gumball, and decides to keep Elliott from Earth completely cartoony and straight. For those of you who don't know, the show centers around a quote, human boy named Elliott who finds himself living on a spaceship packed with aliens from all corners of the universe. It's a show about finding your place in the world, even if you're in outer space. We have a few photos of the show released, but nothing animated yet. I can't wait for the release of this show, but knowing Cartoon Network, it's going to be multiple episodes a week or day, and then they forget about it, which is why I'm most likely going to use alternative means. iTunes.
I don't belong here!
As a person who stepped up to watch as many animated movies last year as I could, I know one movie that I'm not going to miss out on is Toy Story 4. I quite enjoyed Toy Story 3, and with Pixar knocking it out of the park with Incredibles 2, I think that Toy Story 4 will be pretty good. I don't know if it's going to end the way the other movies last year ended, with kind of a sad but upbeat way ending the franchise, but from what the poster looks like, it gives a very off-putting vibe, and because of that, it makes me want to see it even more. Both teaser trailers really had everyone's interest, and it's also going to be the last Pixar movie based off of previous material for a while. If you look at the past decade, there have been a lot of movies Pixar has made based off of previous titles, and there has been criticism thrown at Pixar, accusing it for cashing in on the same ideas and new flavors rather than creating new identities that the youth of today can grow up appreciating.
Hey, guys, you got it all wrong.
It's to infinity and beyond!
That's the stupidest thing I've heard!
You can't go to infinity, dummy. It's impossible.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a list like this in the community that doesn't include Infinity Train. I hopped on the Infinity hype train late, and the saving grace of why I don't throw this show to the wayside with other fantasy girl main character in a wacky colorful world shows is that this has a mystery subgenre, along with a killer 80s synthwave inspired soundtrack. Tulip, also unlike your KOs, Finn, Stevens, Hildas, Stars, Mabels, Lincolns, Tulip isn't exactly an optimistic, happy-go-lucky do-all main character. It actually has this sarcastic realistic edge that separates it from falling into that cookie cutter trap. I also enjoy the fact that Cartoon Network is listening to the fans and actually taking what was a pilot and making a full-fledged series with it. I think if told right, it could fill the hole that regular show and Adventure Time left. It should be coming out later this year, and like with Elliott from Earth, I just hope that Cartoon Network treats it right.
I did it! Our daughter is in bed and it's only 7:30.
Yes!
This wouldn't be a fair list without talking about the GOAT, the king, the ultimate, the best, the crown jewel of Where the Heck Are You? Close enough. For such a name that creates quite the pun when talking about how the show isn't here yet, it is created by J.G. Quintel, the same creator of Regular Show. A lot of people saw the trailer for this, that it would be coming out on TBS like Final Space, and was incredibly hyped for it. It's debatably a shame because of how early it was released and teased to us, so many of us are wanting it badly. It looks like Regular Show, just on a network in which it can make more adult jokes. It's almost as if the show is aging with its audience in a sense. One of the most anticipated shows of 2019, and I'm pretty satisfied having it at the top of my list. Because if it's anything like Final Space, it's going to have tons of freedom to be as epic as Regular Show was.
It's kicking in! It's kicking in!
So that's my list, guys. This is what I anticipate will be the high points of 2019 as far as animation goes. Honorable mentions goes to the Steven Universe movie, the Lego movie, the new Dragons movie, the eventual series DC Superhero Girls, and this Looney Tunes project that I've been hearing a lot about, but not marketed too well. Anyways, what did I miss out on this list, guys? Or maybe you anticipate one thing more than the other. I'd like to know what you would put on your list, and I'm going to be hearting other lists in the comments down below. And also make sure to follow me on Instagram at the ALPHAJ Show. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Alpha out.